These are the only Lattafa fragrances worth every dollar. Starting off with the newest Lattafa fragrance, Khamrah de Khan. I would be lying if I said that this is different from the original, but just like Qahwa, it has slight differences. It keeps that spiciness and sweetness as the OG, with notes like pimento, tonka beans, praline, and orange blossom, but the subtle difference is in the opening of this scent where it comes off more smoky, from the incense and tobacco. Other than that, after the openings, it just goes back to smelling like the original Khamrah, which is not a bad thing at all. It even has the same longevity and projection as the OG, which if you're foreign to the OG Khamrah can last you the whole day and night. Unlike Afton's 9 PM Rebel, this has fixed my trust issues with flanker clone fragrances. You can cop this for as cheap as $34, and I also suggest wearing this when it gets cold outside or when you're taking that special someone to the movies. With this next one coming up, your bros might get jealous of you, but just make sure you gatekeep it. Vintage Radio EDP. This is a clone of Inicio's Paragon, which is hands and feet down always going to be its best clone. If you're trying to stand apart from your friends this summer, this is the scent to do it with. While your friends out there smelling like funky booty ass Dior Sauvage and cool but bland Nautica Voyage, you can be smelling your best with this. With Vintage Radio, it really shows just because your fragrance is expensive doesn't mean it's good. This has the quality of a niche designer fragrance at the cost of $27. The scent is fruity and tropical from the plum and bergamot. It's elegantly floral from the sage and lavender, and woody from the oud and sandalwood. Vintage Radio got you covered for summer. If you single and find yourself a bad bitch and she take you back home because of this, just know I'm proud of you, my boy. Next up is for all the alcoholics. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Introducing Asad Bourbon. Me and you both can agree that Asad Zanzibar and Asad Original was like smelling scented cow manure. I mean, it just wasn't good. I liked Zanzibar at first, but after some reconsideration, I see the dislike for it. If you put a blindfold over me and put that scent in my nose, I would ask you if you enjoy smelling dog shit. Now, I'm over exaggerating, but it just smelled cheap. But I'm assuming they heard the dislike people had for it and made something that's finally great. It's a clone of Azzarello's Most Wanted Parfum Intense, and while this isn't 100% accurate, the booziness of the bourbon vanilla by far made this more intriguing. With this scent, it'll last 8+ hours, and the projection, boy, Lattafa went ballistic with this hoe. I suggest wearing this if you're going to the bar, the club, or if you're taking a lady somewhere fancy. Bro, I'm gonna be real with you, this scent coming up is dumb creative. I don't think I've smelled an aroma like this in my life. Lattafa's Brioche Vanille. This is from the Lattafa Pride collection. With my experiences with them, they rarely miss. My first time smelling this, I thought it smelled cheap and smelled like swamp ass. But after smelling it again, how could I hate the smell of freshly baked bread? They use bergamot and freesia to give off that fresh out the oven feel, along with brioche, vanille, praline, and benzoin to give off that sweet, warm bread-like aroma. I do feel though that this fragrance can get obnoxious if overly sprayed, so I suggest 4 sprays with this. This isn't cloning any fragrances and nobody's talking about it, so nobody's out here smelling like a delectable bakery but you. You need to get this while it's still underrated. My only complaint is that damn atomizer. Why y'all got that shooting like that? It's like a shotgun. This next one coming up really replicated its original so well. It even kept how rich the OG felt. It's Eternal Oud. This is a clone of MFK's Grand Soir, and if you know anything about that, it's a goated amber aroma. If I'm being real with you, I find Eternal Oud more alluring than the OG. Scent-wise, this has everything as the OG, but this just has a spicy touch to it that I find a little bit more attractive. Despite the name, do not go into this thinking you're about to get some intense oud. You will be highly disappointed. While it is a little woody, it's not enough to satisfy a real wood lover. My bad, bro, pause. This was one of my first clones, and I wholeheartedly expected it to be less intense than the OG. But this, bro, completely exceeded my expectations. I'm not asking you at this point, bro, you gotta wear this around your woman. I don't care what you say. Cause I'm telling you, this has a level of seduction to it that's gonna make her cling to you like a leech. Coming up next is without a doubt a manly aroma that's gonna set you apart this summer. I'm talking about Hayaati EDP. I was looking for a fresh aroma to put on this list, and I came across Lattafa's Pizza. Please, for the love of God, never buy that fragrance. It smells like the taste of chewable vitamin C. But besides that, I was choosing between Confidential Platinum and this, but Hayaati, in my opinion, just stood out more. It's a clone of Invictus EDT. While the scent isn't exactly like the OG, the approach that they went with this was far more interesting. Invictus EDT was about being citrusy and aquatic, while with this, it's fruity fresh from the apple and bergamot, spicy from the cinnamon, and smooth from the vanilla. You could obviously go for the original Hawas for him, but with my experiences with both, Hawas for him is loud but short-lived, and this is moderate but long-lasting. This is on sale for $18, so if you're trying to go to the beach this summer and smell fresh, you're gonna need this. Or without it, yo ass gonna smell like sweat and fish pee. This next one coming up was my favorite before Vintage Radio came about. I'm talking about Confidential Platinum. Confidential Gold. What made me love this so much back then is that it was more than fruity. It was juicy from the peach, pear, passion fruit, and raspberry, along with some balancing earthy notes such as patchouli and lily of the valley. This was my go-to when I was in the mood for something juicy, fresh, and smooth. I was gonna put Badia Oud Sublime over this, but then I realized that it's more feminine than I thought, while that fresh edge in this gives it a more masculine feel. This is cloning something called, hold up, let me look at my phone because I'm not gonna remember that damn name. Kirk's Tiziana Terenzi. Who the hell knows about this fragrance? I don't know what the hell that is, and that name sounds like some voodoo. I'm not rocking with it. All I know is that they got pickaxes for teas on some Minecraft shit. All jokes aside, this is a great summer scent, especially if you're going out to somewhere tropical or to a function. Just wear it on the go. It's a loud but short-lived aroma, and you'll be safe with up to 8 sprays with it. So you're interested in clones, right? Then you need to go watch my top 10 panty dropper clone fragrances video.